early as possible to gank key targets. Phonic has tried to rotate mid with success in that situation. I mean, he did get 2 assists. They obviously didn't directly win the fight, but at least the combination worked out. Unfortunately for him, he's only level 3, and you're comparing that to the Ice Quad, who's level 5.5. You've got quite a bit out of that first blood, as it would seem. Extra bit of gold and experience from that is very helpful.
Bit of focus on Ice here as Outstar just at the sidelines. Just keeping an eye on him. Dendy has backed off. He had a lot of nice stacks. And there's a triple stack and a double stack here in the Iranian jungle that Dendy's going to be able to clean up. And that's going to be putting pretty much right bang onto his Jules Scepter at this point of the game very early on, if he closes that gap.
And that's going to allow him to solo kill the Shadow Fiend, solo kill the Quap, solo kill the Luna. The Luna. He can actually solo kill every single hero on the Dire team. None of them is tanky enough to survive the full burst, I do believe.
And you've got to remember as well, Snako, he's nearly halfway to level 6, getting the relocate. I mean, if they have to relocate in Yules, as you said, anyone that's caught on their own on the map is going to die.
It's possible Hal can actually survive it, because he has strength treads as well as Aquila. It gives him quite a lot of stats. He's got plus 16 strength. So. But that is the only target Dendy can't find, and there is no doubt that Na'Vi are going to be kill hungry here. In the mid lane, looks like FY, it's just, that's an invisible IO.
Yeah, indeed, the invis, hard to tell sometimes. Snako reveals it. Still 3-3 at the moment, 9 minutes in. Phonic able to find himself a bit of space and time up here in this top lane, trying to work those levels up, but Hal finds himself a tower.
Very classic safe lane Luna. This is what Luna is extremely good at as a carry, is pushing towers early. Has great base damage, is a very natural Aquila carrier. Of course, if you have multiple heroes in the lane, just the benefit of having the Lunar Blessing just makes this push very, very swift. And he is indeed, as expected, going for the drum build-up, it looks like. He's got a Bracer in addition to his Treads Aquila, so very, very heavy on the stats early on. Already 1,100 health. I think he might actually be the tankiest hero on the map right now. He is, in fact. And that is a hero that's usually very squishy 9 minutes in, but combining his very good early farm with his item choices, he's going to be difficult to deal with.
So, of course, still working towards that battlefield. He has the Ring of Health picked up, and he got enough here to finish off that Perseverance. Ice trying to do what he can in terms of harassing Force, but Force at this point not scared at all on this anti-mage of that Quap. He's got a point in the spell shield to help him out in lane. Snako and Outstar just clearing up some camps in the jungle. Snako only 100 XP away from having that relocate online.
Ooh, Ice needs to be careful here.
He should be able to just blink himself out of this one. Na'Vi will be able to secure themselves the rune, bottling up the bottle here for Snako. And
is that yours?
Yeah. Is that done?
10 minutes, that's a pretty good time. It's actually a very good time. With the items he has bottle, wand, as well as an ult. So, looking good here for Dendy to be able to set up on kills. This means that realistically, no one can go to the mid lane to even touch a creep unless there's a defensive support there. So either Shaker or Rubik has to be there to disrupt the combo of Lina, as the moment they show on lane, you can just tether in, run up with Yules. The Yules move speed in addition to tether should bring Dendy up to, I would say, like 460 move speed or something like that, maybe even more.
And here's what you were talking about, the Dendy Phonic combo. Dendy leading in here with the Yules Scepter. Can he find the combo with the stun? Yes, he can. He's got a Laguna Blade as well. Bring Hal low. Hal, tries for the ult, but it's not going to come out. Does get taken down there. Snako being credited with the kill. Super moving in with Fenrir. See if they can find something. He'll find the raises. Will be able to find himself one kill. See if he can find more. Dendy looks for the light trace. Going to be Duke Tower. The relocate back out is going to bring them back safely towards the mid lane.
Good trade for Na'Vi, even though it's a 1-for-1. They kill the enemy safe lane, they force rotations, and only have to sacrifice their Tusk for it, while their anti-mage is free farming and should be able to deal some pretty decent damage to the bottom tier 1. I don't know what TPs are available for Vici Gaming. Looks like Rubik has one. Shadow Fiend does not. Shaker does as well, but those two supports porting in will not threaten Kvothe at all. This guy, however, together with them, might be able to repel him. He might just blink out here and just run away from Hal, but yeah. You saw Na'Vi had to put in quite a bit of effort to kill the Luna, but they do manage.
Yes, they certainly needed more than just Dendy on his own. Vici smokes up now, moving towards this bottom tier 1. It's going to be a question of whether they want to go out into Na'Vi's jungle, and the answer certainly seems to be yes. Super, FY and Fenrir leading away here. They've got to catch a Vorst out. They've only got really the Fissure. I guess they can get the telekinesis as well. There might be enough time to lock a Vorst in place to burst him down.
Odd style with the defensive ping, realizing that this must be going on. All heroes are missing from the map. This is a very obvious smoke play from Vici Gaming, but even though they don't find a kill, they'll probably find a tower, because all of a sudden they're now 5 heroes bottom. If now we want to try to defend this, they're going to have to TP in 2 heroes, they're going to have to get a really good relocate, and the time it's going to take for them to set that up, it's going to be too late. Luna with the 3-level Lunar Blessing could even pop a drum charge. This tower is not on for life. Very, very quick pickup.
Looks like they're just going to look to try and trade across the map. Dendy and Avor's applying pressure onto the mid lane, and top lane you've got Fnatic pushing it right up towards the tier 1. TP going to be coming in now from FY here on the Rubik. Just going to be able to zone them back. And top lane TP's coming out as well, as we see Ice come back with the defense. So Na'Vi unable to find themselves a tower in return, but they do have the full 5 mat now, moving into the dire jungle. Maybe seeing if they can do anything about Ice here. It's going to be quite a hard guild to find onto the Queen. They haven't got a huge amount of lockdown, unless they can find the Light Strike Yule's combo.
If Fnatic gets in on him, he is toast. Like, he is actually just going to be blown up. But they don't know where exactly he is. Suneko is behind enemy lanes. Looks like, guess what? He is invisible again.
No, so he knows something's up. The pressure's starting to be pointed out. Gets himself out. Vici, however, at the same time, they're putting the pressure on this mid lane here. So even though they may lose the top, they may be able to find themselves the final tier 1 of the side of Na'Vi. TP's now coming in. The side Na'Vi aren't going to let them have an easy one here. Denty's there along with Fnatic. The pressure of Vici is just a little bit too strong.
Aggressive weave here from Artstyle, and looks like Vici Gaming will back off, so 1 tower for Na'Vi. It did get denied by Ice though, so they actually didn't really claim that much out of it. Still, definitely a worthwhile trade for Na'Vi, I guess you could say, since they don't lose their own tower, but well, they might very soon. Artstyle is not in the right position right now.
Totally caught out there by the side of Vici with that smoke. Essentially tanking the gank though. As we'll see if Vici are able to find anything more after this. Na'Vi just going to look to find themselves this top ring. And they're not looking to fight at the moment.
Oh, this tower is gone. They're 4 on 5. There's a weave stolen by FY. They have the mech advantage. He has 13 1 charges as well. For Na'Vi to blow up super, they need to land their entire combo perfectly, and there needs to be no counterplay. And of course there's going to be a counterplay. The moment they snowball in, there's going to be a fissure. Things are going to go bad.
Uses the snowball.
He is very dead now.
And then,
One-way ticket to death.
No! Fate bolt to the back.
Almost got out of that.
It was a close one, Sid. A close one. Mech now done, of course. And with this Vici, the pushing power they've got with this Luna is just unparalleled by Na'Vi at this point. They're trying to do something to the tier 2 on the top lane, but Vici and indeed, but still with the stolen weave.
It's actually doing a lot of work for them.
Yeah.
It's going to force out a glyph. Meanwhile, Na'Vi doing their best to trade, actually dealing more damage right now than Vici Gaming are, so good exchange here for them. Dendy doing a lot of damage here, but just the overcharge and of course his attack speed from Fiery Soul. Now Hal comes in and should stop this attempt from Na'Vi.
So Dendy's backing off, Suneko tethering away, looking for the CP straight out as well. So Suneko's out. Dendy should be A-OK as well as Vici. Head back towards the mid lane. You've still got Ice here on the bottom lane, trying to find some farm for himself on this quad. He's going to 1k gold, so we'll see what he decides to opt for first in this game. I mean, for himself, does he go for the Yules, the Orchid, or straight up Agnins? Or what is the best down here for Ice?
I think it looks like an axe. He's running to the secret shot with 1200 gold. Oh, he's thinking about it. He couldn't click the button. Now he found it.
So he's going to indeed be going for the axe.
It's like the axe. It's becoming it's simply the new trend of Queens of Pain. Like more often than not now, we see Agonist being an early pickup. When you go back just a month, I think almost every single time we would see Queens getting Orchid first. Kind of the same trend we've been seeing on Storm Spirit, with a lot of Storms picking up the Bloodstone over Orchid early. Going for a little bit more of a tanky build here on Ice with the Aghanim's. Of course, when this is looking to become a fighting game, a lot of the time the low cooldown ultimate will be great. And a little bit of extra damage, of course, doesn't hurt.
I mean, they now have also got this Battle Fury on top of the treads. What's the game plan here for Vici Gaming? How do they stop the anti-mage farming? Do they just need to end the game before it gets to a certain point, or do they need to look for aggressive rotations into the Radiant jungle?
They might not need to end his farm as long as they get farmed themselves. Okay, so Neko's in Viz again. Are you kidding? Like, I keep seeing this, like it looks like he's out of position all the time. This is his 3rd Invis rune in this game, I think, if not the 4th. I think it's the 3rd. Kind of ridiculous here. Pretty unlikely. But yeah, if Vici Gaming trade farm, and both their Shadowfiend and Luna farm against the Lina and AM, I think they're going to feel pretty confident going into the mid game, because in my opinion, when you look at the supporting cast, the Dire have a Shaker who can be massively impactful in the mid game team fights. And on the Radiant side, the IO is a little bit iffy in this game, again, because of the pairing it has. I don't feel like it's going to be that powerful in the mid game. And then the Dazzle can be super high impact, of course, with a great Grave and a great Weave, but most of the time Weave will take a little bit of time to build up. And Rubik is always just an X factor. He's just good, always good mid-late game if you get the right steal, and FY tends to be pretty good. Now we get another tower, though.
They do. VG went for a very aggressive smoke all the way right past the Radiant Aegis. Now they're backing up. Na'Vi needs to be careful.
They need to get the hell out of there.
Straight out. And Funnick will be able to get himself out. Fisher! Ho-ho! Not quite soon enough. And Na'Vi do get away with, as you said, another tier 2.
This is a very good play from Na'Vi. They get the tier 2 tower, they have 0 casualties, they force a rotation, and Hwost is just free farming the bot lane. This is pretty much textbook how they should be playing this game right now, because I think relocate ganks and just aggressive plays in general with the Lina right now are pretty risky, since if they don't have vision of the defensive supports, it's very easy for Vici to just turn the fight on its head. They will probably be looking to just map control, take towers, try to get superior vision so that Hwost can not only trade, so he doesn't trade farm, but actually out farms the opponent. And then they can hit a sweet spot around the 30-minute mark when Hwost has 2 big items. Maybe take the fight at that point.
6 for 4 at the moment, but still, Hwost at the top of that net worth. Dendy, he's closing in on the Aghanim Scepter. He's less than 1,000 away from having enough to pick up the complete deal. At the same time, Ice, he's got the point boost of the Ogre Club and working towards his penultimate item. So still a very close game here between these two sides. And it's still going to be very interesting to see how the Luna pans out as the game gets later. He's picked up the recipe for the BKB, he has the club as well. Just under 1,000 away from picking up that Mithril Hammer. So with the BKB, we may see Vici Gaming look for more fights and look to push down more lanes and take further to the 2 towers.
I think with the BKB on Shadow Fiend as well as Luna, they're just flat out stronger in team fights for a period of time. Dendy will, as it looks, have the Ag Scepter ready at the same time. So if they time it very well, maybe they can get a key kill with a level 2 Laguna with Ag. But at the same time,